Alright, welcome back to Super Ultra Budget Magic Online. Playing some Modern. Playing my Infinitor Elves deck. I have an Infinite Elves deck that I've loved for a long time, and this one just has a minor change. I ended up pulling the Wolf Skull Shaman for Presence of Gond, so that if I can get out my Intruder Alarm and my any creature on the battlefield, I can just drop a Presence of Gond on it and go nuts, go infinite. So we'll see how the change goes. I really liked the Wolf Skull Shaman, but this I think makes it a little bit more likely to go infinite, and it makes the infinite combo easier to tap for, which is a very minor issue, but it is helpful. So I'll pass turn right here. Okay. Okay. Looks like my opponent is trying to go big, and I am trying to go wide, which is a little bit amusing because they've already got 3 creatures on the battlefield. But that's okay. I'll put on my Archdruid. Yeah. No? Yeah. I'll do the Archdruid. So this is green, this is green, this is colorless, and I've got an Archdruid out. This, they're going crazy with their lands over here. And I like that we're both more focused on our own offense than on the countering and defensive types of things. We'll see who gets there faster. I don't have an Intruder Alarm out, but I do have a Harmonize in hand, and that gives me a good chance to go and get something. I am fine with land here, so I will tap for an Elvish Mystic and for another Elvish Mystic. Right, and for a Sylvan Ranger. And I'm going to go ahead and get a forest. Yes. I've already played a land for turn. I can now tap my Elvish Archdruid for 5 mana, which is enough to cast Harmonize, and possibly to put out a 1 mana creature that I draw, which is snazzy. You know. there's that alarm. And I've got 2 Presence of Gone, so I should be able to go infinite on turn 4 and swing in on turn 5. The other thing that I could do with this deck that I really ought to do, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do it. Altar of the Brood. I need to get me an Altar of the Brood and replace my whatchamacallums with it, the Essence Wardens. And then I don't have to wait to attack because I can just mill my opponent. I'm going to try that. So my opponent is at the point where they can tap for 2, 4, 6, they can do like 10? Something like that. So they might be casting something huge at this point. And we'll just see if it's enough to handle me. Whenever a forest is tapped for mana. Okay. So that takes them up to 17. They've got Eternal Witness. Go big or go home. They're going big. And if they don't do something about my board state, I'm going infinite. But it looks like they're doing something big. A Genesis Wave, where X is 21. Reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of permanent cards, converting mana cost to X or less, onto the battlefield. And the rest in your graveyard. He's got a Kozilek. Kozilek is a 12/12. You get to draw 4 cards. It's got Annihilator 4. Okay, well, getting annihilated is actually not going to put too much of a dent in the number of tokens that I have. So they flipped Nissa. What's it do now? Put it into your hand. Create a creature token named Ashaya, the Awoken World. Untap up to 6 target lands, and they become elemental creatures. They're not going to be able to do that. Alright, whatever. Another Genesis Wave? Wow. Interesting. It would be super handy to just mill my opponent right here. And I'm sure they assume that they've got me. I'm not positive if they do. They can't do something about my board state. Annihilator 1, they can make a lot of Eldrazi spawn tokens. 20, cast any number of Eldrazi cards you own from outside the game. Kozilek, Ulamog, and Emrakul. Emrakul can't be countered. Take an extra turn after this one, so they do have me. Okay. Sacrifice. This one, 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 and this one, and this one. I have no more permanents, and I am dead. Well done. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up what this deck is called that I'm playing against. We'll go with this. I'm not making changes. Yes, I would like to play first. Land, land. I think I can work with this. It's not perfect, but whatever. This is tapped unless you control a forest or an island. So I will play the island first and pass turn. Reclamation Sage is nice. Very nice. Green. And I will put out my Mystic. Archdruid, that helps. Do I want the Archdruid or the Reclamation Sage? Am I going to try and speed myself up or slow my opponent down? Huh. There's an important question. This was green and this was blue. Which will it be? I'm going to try to slow my opponent down because I don't actually have any token producers. You may destroy. Yes. I just picked it for me. Okay. And I'll pass turn. Maybe that would have been the better one to get. It's okay. We may be able to work with what we've got here. I have to tap it. Okay. Green, green, blue, and an Archdruid. I don't have land, but I do have a token producer now. An expensive one, but It may get the job done eventually. Declare attackers. Sure, I might as well attack with my Reclamation Sage. I'm not sure if this iteration of the deck is going to be quite as effective as the old iteration at being able to attack when I don't get the chance to go infinite. I think it should be pretty good. We'll see. 8. A sponsor already. Okay. So that's for green. That's for green. That's for blue. And then I guess this. Everything's got summoning sickness. I don't think they have an answer to my intruder alarm though, so it does help to get that out first. We'll go ahead and tap this one for the 3. And I'll put out a couple of Essence Wardens. Let's always yield to this. And then another Essence Warden. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Let me tap these first. Let's put the Essence Warden on there first. We'll go through the intruder alarm. I can activate abilities, so I do want to activate this one and this one. And then we will let that go. So then we will tapped. Okay. We'll go ahead and cast one more Elves. Let's always yield to this. And then I'm going to tap this one. And I'm going to tap this one. I'm up to 13 now. So I'll go ahead and put out Rise Redeemed. And then we'll put them in this order. Wondering if I'll be able to get enough mana to get enough activations out of Izuri to plow right through his Spawnsire, because I've got 3 potential attackers. Okay, so they're going to let me have it now that they see I've got Izuri and 17 mana. And I will leave the deck unchanged. Okay, I have one land. I do have an Elvish Mystic. I'm on the draw. I can go get lands with the Sylvan Ranger, so I'll keep it. Alright, play a land. I'll play this one. And tap for green to put out an Elvish Mystic. Okay, pass turn. Cast instance, activate abilities. Excellent. Oh, this is very good. Okay. So, this is green. This is green. This is colorless. And I've got an Imperious. Perfect. Oh, it would have been better to just put the Presence of Gond on my... Oh well. Oh well. That's hindsight. I'm used to playing the old version of my deck. Forget the potential advantages that I have here. Okay. I don't have a land. It would have worked with the Presence of Gond, so I will do the Gond now. The Gond. Target creature to enchant. This one. And I will swing with my Imperious Perfect. I could have gone infinite that turn if I would have played Gond before the Imperious Perfect. I'm not used to having it in the deck though. Definitely still got a chance though, going infinite on turn 4. I could still be in the game. Alright, so no, it still would have been not until this one before I went infinite because I didn't have the land to do that. It doesn't matter now. Intruder alarm. So there are decks that would just wipe me out even if I went infinite here, but some board wipes would take care of it because I can't attack with them this turn. If I hadn't altered the brood, it would mill them to death, but I don't. And let's always yield to this. This would actually be this process of making an infinite or arbitrarily large number of tokens is faster with the presence of Gaunt because it requires less steps than going and activating my Imperious Perfect. I don't doubt that my opponent can still go very large himself, so I'm going to have to put a little extra sauce out, just in case. That's what I'm worried about. And I've seen how big you can go. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm close to 20. I think I've got to get more like 40-ish, just in case my opponent has a whole bunch of Annihilator stuff. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 6. We're close to 30 now, I think. Still just 3 deep here. 3, 6, 9, 10. We're getting close to 40. I'll just do 5 or 6 more activations, I guess. Four deep there, and that is 4. Let's get 10 across. Three, 6, 11, 44. One more for good measure. I think it's enough. Two, 2. They could block that or that, so I will pass turn. If that's enough. Choose attackers. I'm not attacking this turn. I always end up putting a 6 here in the text box when I'm not in the right area. All right. Choose attackers, all the tokens. Oh, he's tapped out. All right, come on. All right. There's the swing. Minus 68. Nice. All right. Well, thanks for watching.